Hi, I'm Alan. This is Alan's Firearms and Guns Plus More. And today we have a customized Bulldog 44. Charter Arms made this, and Charter Arms is a family-owned company owned by the same people since they started. They went into financial issues back and forth over the years. Right now, I think they're better off than they ever were. But back in the 80s, they were almost defunct. Matter of fact, my father was a pretty big businessman back there, and somebody told him about Charter Arms being up for sale and asked him if he wanted to buy it. And unfortunately, he said no. And well, to me at the time, it was unfortunate. I mean, God, I wanted that. He goes, what am I going to do with the gun company? I said, I'll run it for you. I mean, I was big 23, 24 years old, maybe 25. I probably would have ran it into the ground. But right after that happened, I think he regretted it, because the Son of Sam killer, originally known as the 44 caliber killer, because he was shooting people with a 44 caliber handgun, was caught. And what do you think that 44 caliber gun that he was using to shoot all those people up? It was a Bulldog 44. Ergo, once that came out, everybody wanted a Bulldog 44 in New York. They ran out and they started buying them up because people are sick. I mean, what can I tell you? It killed so many people that it was like, okay, this is a proven man stopper. I guess I want one. Which put Charter Arms back on the viable map for buying guns from, and people started buying them. They also did the AR-7, which was the Armalite 22 pack rifle, which is now being made by Henry. But back then they had the license to make it. So what this one though is, this is special. Originally it was a 4 or 6 inch barrel. I think most of them were 4 inch. Someone took this. Now this is an ultralight. It's a very light gun. I was surprised when I picked it up. It's not one of those heavy monstrosities made out of pig iron. This is made out of titanium or some sort of alloy. Very light. They cut the 4-inch barrel down to 2 inches. They just grabbed the end of the G is left on here from Bulldog. I don't know why they didn't take that off, or at least left the whole G so people would think it's a G model, but whatever. They cut it off, they finished it, they crowned it beautifully. They moved the sight back, they put that on beautifully. The gun is finished beautifully. I mean, I don't think an original one looks this good. The hammer, which you can still, if you want to do pull back a little bit with your trigger, you can cock it and it goes into single action mode. But the hammer has been bobbed and ground back so beautifully. I'm pretty sure it never came this way, or it didn't come this way. But this, it's got really nice wood grips on it. I'm like in love with this little gun. I think I may want to shoot it before I sell it. But this is the Charter Arms Bulldog 44Spl in ultralight, customized, and we're going to bring it to the workbench right now, and we're going to take a closer look at it and clean it and lube it. So, without any further ado, let's go. Here we are at the workbench with the Charter Arms Bulldog 44Spl. Now, this is the gun that the 44 caliber killer used. That was his name. Most people know in New York while the killings were going on. Most people don't recognize that as anything, but you might recognize this. He was then known, after they got caught, as the Son of Sam killer. And that's because his dog kept saying he was the Son of Sam and he had to go out and kill people. Whatever. This is a really nice light gun. The original ones were 4 inches. This one was cut down, beautifully crowned and finished. They moved the sight back. They turned into a really nice little carry. It's almost the size of a 38, but it's a 5-shot 44Spl. So this is a real knock 'em down gun. This is like carrying a 45. You're only 1/100th of an inch difference. But it's really nice. It's made out of some sort of alloy. They refinished this gun. I mean, it's gorgeous. The only thing that's screwy is they cut half the G off in Dog. But that's it. Nice wood grips. Beautiful job on the trigger. It's nice and rounded. And I don't know if it came, if they were able to, they bought it to fit this that was finished like this, or this was done by some. I'll tell you, from the way the sight looks, it looks like this was just done by a craftsman. and I'm really impressed. How do you care for this gun? Easy. Same as any revolver. I use strike hold. Look at my video on strike hold. You'll learn all about it. It's a one process cleaner. You clean it and then you don't have to do anything else. It's lubed and protected. So if I was using a cleaner though, I am going to show you how to lube it. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to clean all the nooks and crannies on the cylinder, all the what's called the fluted areas and the flats. I'm going to clean the face of the cylinder off. I'm going to get the front of the cylinder nice and clean. One of the easiest ways is to hold this on here and turn the cylinder away from the gun and it won't close on you. Okay, I'm going to get the ejection rod. I'm going to open this up and I'm going to get inside here so I can get the ejection rod in here, get dirt out of there, and to make sure that... Now, one of the things that happens a lot on Charter Arms, this unscrews. Now you can see the spring sticking out. If this piece pops out, that spring goes, you're done. I mean, you can call Charter Arms, they can send you another one, but I don't know, you're done. You have to check this every once in a while and make sure that it is screwed in there. Okay? Holding back here doesn't help. Holding this doesn't help. You have to hold the second part back here, and that way it works. Okay, we're going to get the crane, forcing cone. It's got a really small forcing cone. Top strap inside the face of the bolt face, or the battery face. Okay, then we're going to go down all the different chambers. We have 5 of them. 5 different chambers. Each one is for its own round. We're going to clean those out. And we've done all 5. Remember, there's some dirt in there. And we can do the barrel. There, that's nice and clean. And now, to oil it, wherever you touch it with cleaner, you're going to touch it with oil. Unless you use strike hold. If you were using strike hold, we'd be done right now. We're going to pretend that we need to oil it because a lot of people out there don't use strike hold or frog lube or any of those good things. Get that oily rag down. You may have to add, if you're putting it on a stick like this, you may have to add a little oil to make sure you coat the inside of every chamber. You don't need a lot. You just need a little on the cloth to make sure you deactivate the cleaner, otherwise it will ruin your finish. And there we go. Also, by the way, if you pull the trigger a little bit, you can grab the hammer, pull it back, and you have it in single action mode. So you can go like that if you really wanted to shoot single action at the range. You just cock a little bit, and when you're doing that, make sure it's pointed in a safe direction. It's got a pretty nice trigger pull. Hope you enjoyed this little adventure into something different. Please like and subscribe, and until next time, thanks for joining me for the Charter Arms Bulldog 44 Special Customized Edition. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. See you next time.